Every single day I get DMs from people asking me how to start a business. Every day. And I tell them all one simple thing. Bro, stop. You're doing it all backwards. Like, none of that matters. You don't become a business owner when you file the paperwork with the state. You become a business owner the exact moment when you sell something to a stranger. That's it. Everything else is legal and operational bullshit that distracts you from making money. And I know this because I've built a $100 million portfolio of companies. But before I did any of that, my very first business was a snow removal business in high school. And I didn't have a bank account. I didn't have an LLC. Today, I'm gonna give you the exact step-by-step blueprint to start a business in the next 30 days. There's no bullshit, no fluff, and I guarantee you, if you follow these steps, you will be a business owner, maybe even in the next week. This is gonna be super tactical, action-biased, and the exact same framework that I use with all the companies that I launch. And if you want it, DM me framework below and I'll give it to you just in a one-pager. 5 steps. Let's go. Step number 1, pick something boring. Everyone wants to start the next crypto moonshot. Everyone wants to start the next Uber. But here's the reality. You have a 90-some% chance of failing if you start something in that type of industry. Versus if you pick a boring business, something like aircraft detailing, for example, which I would argue is probably not that boring, or damage restoration or plumbing, your chances of success are like super high. They're like default profitable businesses. You don't have to burn a bunch of money, and they're real world businesses that provide real world value. And the great part is that these businesses have high demand and they have very low competition because nobody wants to do the work. Last week, a kid named Nick actually DM'd me. He's in high school. He works part-time at his parents' dispatching business, and then he also mows lawns on the side. And he was like, hey, I got a really great idea. I need some help. He was studying for his private pilot exam and really loved planes and wanted to start an aircraft detailing business. I loved it. It's niche, it's boring, it's something that he loves and he can see himself doing because he absolutely loves planes. It was kind of a triple win. And people who own planes, I know because I'm one of them, would pay money to get somebody to clean the plane, and they always want their plane to look clean. Here's a quick filter I use on the boring idea. Can you actually get started in 30 days or less? And can you explain it to a 10-year-old? And if the answer is yes to both of those, then you got yourself a winner. So in Nick's case, I clean planes. You could explain to a 10-year-old, and you could literally start it tomorrow by just finding somebody with a plane and cleaning their plane for them. If you're looking for ideas, power washing, pressure washing, landscaping, snow removal, painting, aircraft detailing, mobile car detailing, all of these are great options. Just pick one, stick with it, find the one that resonates with you the most. You cannot go wrong with this. Step 2, figure out the pricing and use AI to learn the skill. The biggest excuse I hear from everybody is, Alex, I don't even know how to charge for this. I don't know how to bill for it. And I don't know how to do the work. And man, in the day and age of AI, you could literally go to an AI platform and ask it how to charge and you'll figure it out. And you could also go to an AI platform and ask it how to do the work and it will probably tell you how to do it. What I did with Nick is I actually went through my email inbox and I found a quote that I had gotten from another competitor that did aircraft detailing when they detailed my aircraft. And I just took that PDF and sent it over to Nick. You could do the same thing. Just go find a local neighbor who had landscaping services and just ask them, or ask your parents, hey, do you have a bill from a local landscaper that mowed your lawn? And then you'll pull it up and you'll be able to see how much they charged, how they charged and such. As far as how to do the work, you just go and ask AI, how do you do the work? I mean, there's so many things that you could learn by just talking with ChatGPT, Manus, or Claude. Now, when I go to AI, I actually use an exact prompting framework to make sure that I get really, really good answers, right? Because if I went to AI and said, hey, how do I clean a plane? It'd probably give me some gobbledygook and it wouldn't be very useful. What I like using is this prompting ladder, where the first step is I tell it who to act like. So I tell it to act like a private jet detailing business owner with 20 plus years of experience. The second thing I give it is context. So the context I would give it is, I'm a 23-year-old kid that's looking to start a aircraft detailing business, and I have no idea how to detail aircrafts. I don't know what chemicals to use, what to look out for. I don't want to fuck up people's jets. Then the third thing that I would do is give it a command. So the command is like, please give me an entire SOP of what to follow when I clean planes with a full checklist, and then I go and ask it for an output. Output it in a checklist-like format that I can put on my phone very easily. What you'll notice is when you give it that type of detail, the amount of output that you're going to get back is 10 times better than if you were to just go and be like, hey, I want to learn how to clean planes. And then the other superpower of AI is like, while you're on the job, let's say you're mowing a lawn and you don't know if that's Kentucky bluegrass or ryegrass, you can literally take a picture and send it to the AI tool while you're on work. It's absolutely bananas. It works like a charm. There's no excuse in the world that you would not be able to do this. And you can use this same ladder for absolutely everything. You could have it generate a list of people to cold call, to go sell. You could have it generate scripts. You can have it generate text messages to send to people. AI is literally your weapon. Now, step 3, notice we haven't started an LLC yet. We have not started insurance yet. We don't even have a bank account. Step number 3 is go sell this to 5 people. And that's when you become an entrepreneur. This is where the magic happens. And this is where 90% of business owners fail. They spend months designing the logo, months designing the website, thousands of dollars on the attorney or the accountant to start up the LLC. They buy the expensive software so that way they could track everything, and they build the systems and everything, but they haven't sold a friggin' dollar yet. Here's the exact sequence I gave to Nick. Just buy a simple cleaning set, the minimum viable cleaning set, like a vacuum, some rags or whatever. Go to Home Depot, get it for $500. Then go sell your first 5 cleans to 5 complete strangers. But here's where I'm gonna get super tactical with you, because just go sell is, there's some nuance to it. We're going to get a little deeper in that. The first step that I would do to go sell people is make a list of 100 people that you could potentially sell to. The reality is you're going to get way more no's than you get yeses when you're out and about trying to sell anything. So the bigger your list is going to be, the better. Like Dan Martell, who's a very famous influencer who's got a huge following, told me that it takes him 1 out of like 1,000 followers to actually convert into a sale. Meaning his team has to talk to 1,000 people before they can get a sale. So imagine that. So your step number 1 is I would strongly encourage to make a list. Make a list of 100 addresses for you to go door knock, or call it 150. If you're looking to create a plane detailing business, make a list of 100 plane owners. Well, where would I get that? Again, go to AI. Act like an expert list builder. Here's the context. I'm looking for plane owners. Go and find me this list, and you'd be surprised by how much information AI has. So that's step number 1. Step number 2 is very powerful. One of my mentors taught me this lesson, that if you ask for the thing, you're going to get advice. And if you ask for advice, you end up getting the thing. So if you go to somebody and you ask them for, hey, will you let me clean your plane? They're probably going to give you advice on how to clean the plane or how to start an aircraft detailing business. Versus if you ask them, hey, I'm looking to get into cleaning aircrafts. Do you have any advice? They're probably going to give you the opportunity to get the thing. And that's a key hack. You ask through people. So in any sort of sale that I would do, it's a lot easier to knock on the door and ask the person, hey, my name is Alex. I'm starting a pressure washing business. Do you know where I could find anybody that would potentially look for pressure washing services? And 9 times out of 10, they'll be like, yeah, actually, I love the fact. I love your story. I love that you're an entrepreneur. Come actually clean my property specifically. So ask through the people when you're doing the sale. It will change your life. Now, real quick, I put everything in this video into an action bias 30-day checklist. If you want to do that, just comment checklist below and I'll send it over to you directly. Step 4 is the revenue first foundation. All right, so at this point, you've come up with the idea, used AI to know how to do it. You've made your list of 100. You've asked through 5 different people. Well, you've gotten 5 people to actually sign up for your service. Now you got some cash. And at this point is where you open up the LLC and you go pro. And this is the second half of the sequence, because you got to this point, because you sold those 5 people, that your offer doesn't suck. And you know that, hey, this is what it takes to actually clean planes. And you know that you enjoy this. So you form the LLC. You don't need a crazy lawyer or an accountant. You can go online to like the Inc. files of the world and open up an LLC. The second thing you're gonna need is some sort of payment processor. So you can go to Stripe or QuickBooks or something like that, a form to be able to take payments, right? And make it easy for them. And the third thing you're gonna need is a bank account and some sort of business credit card. So you could do that. I typically use American Express, not really affiliated with them. You can go use it or go find somebody else. But you're going to need those things. And then what you need to start thinking about now is how you can scale distribution to get more customers. My favorite part about these boring businesses is that they're very easy to market via like low-hanging fruit. And the only thing you really need to do to kickcharge your business is to create a Google My Business profile. You go to business.google.com and you basically open up the profile, and then you run these things called local service ads, and you get your customers to write you reviews. And if you could do that, people are going to be searching online and they'll be able to easily find you and your services. And all you have to do is make sure that you actually answer the phone and provide the quote on time. Now, while you do that, I would also sign up for different lead gen websites like Thumbtack, Angie's List, and so on and so forth. A lot of people talk and have a bunch of mixed feelings over them, but they're my favorite because you're able to go to those sites and it's a very low cost to actually acquire customers through that. And then lastly, I would use my social media network to reach out to people and digitally ask through. Tell your story and ask through the different people. Here's the kicker. You're within 3 degrees of separation from anybody in the world. Like literally you watching this video are within 3 degrees of separation from Elon Musk. You know somebody who knows somebody who knows Elon Musk. So when you do the ask through thing and you reach out to people 5 times a day, 10 times a day, and you build that as a habit, hey, I'm Johnny. I have a local landscaping business. Do you know anybody who would need this type of service in Downers Grove, Illinois? and you keep building that muscle, your leads will start coming in, your distribution will start coming in. And that's how you end up growing the business. Now, here's the deal, and the final word of advice. You're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna fuck up. You're gonna drop the ball on the customer. You're gonna break the plane. You're gonna accidentally tear up the grass. It's gonna happen. I mean, in my snow removal business, I remember vaguely like my first fuck up, and it was I plowed the grass instead of the driveway because I couldn't see anything because it was all covered in snow. And it is what it is. Just do right by the customer, do the right thing, and then take every single failure that you go through as a learning lesson. It will make you better. The reason I'm so effective as a $100 million CEO is because of all the fuck ups that I've gone through, because of the lawsuits that I've gone through, because of the employees that fucked me over, because of vendors that stole money, because of the fraud that's happened. All of that made me a stronger person and made me be able to be as powerful as I am. So just embrace the grind, embrace the lows, and just know that being an entrepreneur is an absolute blessing. The world needs these builders to build amazing businesses, to provide services to our entire world. And it's not as glamorous as it might sound. You will go through mistakes, you will go with problems, but on the flip side of this, you're gonna become an incredible human being. So 5 steps: pick a boring business, use AI to learn how to do that specific business, go sell 5 customers first, then open up the business LLC, and go bananas and scale distribution. Do those 5 things, and I know you will be a millionaire within the next year. If you don't do those 5 things and you're continue eating your popcorn and kind of scroll to the next video, I will guarantee you won't make that $1 million. Follow me for more business advice. And honestly, there's nothing in the world that I love more than giving back to fellow entrepreneurs that are at the very beginning. So if you want to find me on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, wherever you guys hang out, reach out to me, ask me questions. I chat with everybody personally all the time, and I literally want to see each and every one of you guys win. See you guys on the next video.